If life's got you down
and you're feeling stressed,
shut your bitch mouth. There's a show in progress. Hello and welcome to Show in Progress, the podcast where we brainstorm our next hit show. I'm Jeremy Moses.
And I'm Jimmy Bilenko.
So Jimmy, this is our second episode. We had a good time on the first episode, didn't we? Did we?
Well, yeah, let's say we did.
What the fuck does that mean? I thought it was fun.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm just kidding around.
You better be. So, Jimmy, what have you been up to since last week?
Well, I've been going to a magic festival, actually. It's on every winter school holidays, so every year, 2 weeks out of the year. Magicians come from all over the world to Melbourne to perform magic and to really entertain everyone. Kids during the day and adults at night.
How often have you been going?
This will be my 5th year in a row. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And I know a lot of people say I don't look it, but I'm almost 42 now. And I feel like even at this age, every time I go to a magic show, I still feel like a kid because it just, like, you don't know how it's done. And like me, I prefer not knowing how it's done. Some people say I should be a magician. Well, because of my cerebral palsy, I can't really do the hand movements and everything. But I feel like even if I could, I'd prefer to just be a viewer, because when you know how something is done, pardon the pun, it loses its magic.
Yeah, I agree. Like, it's nice to not know things. It's nice to have some whimsy in your life, to be surprised. It's definitely like a fun art form. Yeah, we were talking earlier about how, because I've got bad eyesight because I'm visually impaired.
Really? I had no idea.
So we were talking about how it's kind of lost on me, magic. Like, I can't really go to these shows and get a lot out of it because it's very visual.
But I'm hoping that we can figure out a way to have a magic show that's like more for the touch. It's like, what do you call it?
Like sensory? A more tactile.
Yeah, more tactile a magic show for people who are visually impaired. I mean, that'll bring a whole new customer base.
I think like a magic show where people touch the magic, like they're surprised by the magic in like a sensory, like a tactile way. I think that could
maybe
be quite...
even have like people completely blindfolded.
Yeah, exactly. Level the playing field. So everyone is blind, and the magic, the surprise is in the touching. I think that's something...
As long as the touching isn't anywhere inappropriate.
Yeah, it's consensual.
Exactly.
Yeah. But no, I think that's a really good idea. Yeah,
yes.
You just had that like earlier today.
Yeah, it's like that's one of the things about ADHD. Sometimes you're thinking about one thing, or you're seeing, or you're reading one thing, and your mind just goes, oh, hang on, this could be good.
Yeah, it's a solid idea. You have a lot of like whenever I'm walking around with you, you'll come up with something instantly on the spot, and then
I forget it.
Yeah, exactly. It's a gift of yours, though. So that's the point of the podcast, really, is that we're trying to kind of note down the ideas that we get, like spur of the moment. We come up with things on the spot.
Yep.
And we're hoping that by recording it, we don't have to write it down.
Memorize it.
Yeah, you don't have to memorize it.
Although I will still have to write it down a little bit to write our show.
Yeah, of course. But this is a good first step.
How do you go about coming up with jokes? Like, a lot of people consider you the king of cringe.
I have heard that, yeah.
What made you gravitate towards cringe comedy, and how do you come up with material for that?
You know what? Like, I never really thought of myself as cringe, or like I never really thought of myself as like alt comedy. There's this subculture in comedy where you're kind of doing weird, kooky things that like gets labeled as alt because it's so not funny that it becomes funny. And I didn't think that I did that, but I guess my sense of humor has always been a bit bizarre. I got a review during a comedy festival where it said he's either a genius or he's very irritating or both. And I think that's accurate. I'm sort of starting to figure out that it's okay to have a bizarre sense of humor, and I guess I do write jokes that are kind of not funny at first, but throughout the hour they eventually become funny. Like it kind of takes the audience on a journey, and I tend to plant seeds early and then call back to them later on. So there's layering and there's craft. So I guess that's alt. I'm a big fan of like Andy Kaufman. Like from Man on the Moon, the movie with Jim Carrey. Where
I love Taxi. Did you ever watch the whole show?
Yeah, where Andy Kaufman is Latka and Danny DeVito, and they work at like a taxi rank.
Yep.
Yeah, I found that really fun. I used to watch that when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Reruns.
It's so sad that with him passing so young.
Andy Kaufman?
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely is. He did a lot of great subversive comedy. I remember seeing one where it's like a Tonight Show, like talk show, but he's got a really tall desk and the guest is on a really low like seat, and it's just visually funny. Yeah, Andy Kaufman's the best. I don't really have a process. I don't really wake up every day and sit down and write. I know some comedians do. It might be a good practice to like carve out time every day to write jokes, but I don't. Yeah, I tend to just let things come to me and then I write them down. Or like we watch the news and I'll crack a joke and then I'll be like, hey, that's kind of funny. I'll use that. But I find if I don't write them down, they go away.
Yeah.
Jokes are like little gifts from heaven. Like it's a weird philosophy, but like I feel like if you're given a joke and you don't write it down, it goes to like the next person to write the joke. So like if you've got the gift, if someone's given you a joke from up there, I think it's best to write it down or remember it, because there have been lots of times where I've been like, that's funny, and then like forget about it. Or like if I'm sleeping and something comes into my head and I don't remember it, I'm like, I'll remember it in the morning, and then I don't, and it's gone. So that's what I do for when I write jokes. What's your process?
It's weird. Sometimes like I watch TV and something comes into my head. Sometimes I watch the comedians and just I think they should have come up with this punchline instead, or they should have done that instead. And I just sometimes I tell the other comedians that, and other times I just leave it to myself. One time we were talking about the COVID vaccine, and a joke just popped into my head out of nowhere, and I went, my neighbor, he was a big proponent of the COVID vaccine. He was double jabbed, double boosted. He kept saying, I'll be fine. He still died. And it just goes to show there's no vaccine for stabbing.
Is that one of yours?
Yeah, that one was a Jimmy original.
That's pretty good.
And it just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Then I added, anyone want to buy a slightly used knife with some strawberry jam on it?
I think I remember you doing that bit a while ago.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you do it in a while, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, thankfully the COVID is not really
topical anymore. Mm-hmm. Yeah. When you write a joke,
that's the thing. Sorry to interrupt. Unlike you, I don't write a lot of my jokes. I feel like they come into my head and then they just slot themselves into my routine.
Yeah.
Like I know where they should go.
Do you struggle to remember things, or are they always...
Sometimes I do struggle to remember things, but quite a few times, like if I think it's funny and I say it once or twice, I remember it. I just know that if I do this joke, then this is what should come after. If I do that joke, then that's what should come after.
Usually I'll get the general gist of it.
Yep.
But if I don't write it down, then I lose that structure of like what word works in this section. So I've got like a notes app, which is like really messy, like on my iPhone, which like has like all these different routines that I've done over the years. And I should really consolidate it. I've seen comedians do like spreadsheets where they do like, I've done this bit and this bit and this bit. I did it at this venue, this venue, this venue.
I don't have a girlfriend, so I can't spread any sheets.
I don't know what that means.
Don't worry. Well, I guess since you're married, then you wouldn't know what it means anymore.
I think there's a science to joke writing, and then there's the spontaneity of it. When I do stand up, I try and have a few jokes that I've done a few times and I know them structurally, like I know them well. And then I try and do one where like I just meander, like where I know the end of the joke. And I know,
to get to it.
Yeah, I know the start of it. And so I'll just talk and fill in that gap. And then I know the punchline.
How does that work out for you?
Pretty, like, I did one with, like, Bob Dylan, like, where I was like...
Who?
Bob... You don't know Bob Dylan?
No.
Bob Dylan is a famous musician.
Ah, that's why I don't know him.
That's why I don't know. He's a famous folk singer from the 60s. From there, he continued his career into different stages. He was in the Traveling Wilburys in the 80s. Yeah,
It doesn't ring a bell.
No?
No.
The answer is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. That's how he talks.
Jeez.
Yeah, he has a really interesting way of singing. He was in
That doesn't even sound like singing.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, some people would say.
That sounds more like the way Christopher Walken talks.
A little bit, yeah. There's a lot of Walken in Bob Dylan. I did a bit once where Timothy
Chalamet.
Chalamet?
Yep.
Chalamet?
Yep.
Chalamet.
Boom boom.
Timothy Chalamet was playing Bob Dylan in a movie called The Complete Unknown. There's a thing where he wanted to play the Newport Folk Festival and he wanted to plug in his guitar, and all throughout his life he was playing acoustic guitar, and so he wanted to play electric. And so the movie gets to a climax where he's like, I want to plug it in. I just want to plug it in. Plug in his guitar. And then he plugs it in, and then that's the end of the movie.
That's it?
And so the bit that I had was I explained the movie in a very meandering way where I don't really... I just do that impression. I just want to plug it in. And then I explain it to an audience who doesn't really know what I'm talking about. And then the punchline, yeah, exactly. And then the punchline will be, so what I'm saying is I'm the Bob Dylan of comedy, overrated. and so that's kind of where I had to end up. And so I meandered to it.
I think maybe you should have said I'm the Timothy Chalamet of comedy, overrated.
Yeah, he is a little bit. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I kind of mind him.
Or you could just say, sorry.
No.
See, this is where, just like we were talking about, the ideas just start flowing.
Yeah.
You could have just said, it's pretty much what I say at home in bed. I just want to put it in, plug it in. I just want to plug it in.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, you're very good at off the cuff. You come up with your set while you're performing, right?
Yeah.
So you know kind of the jokes that you want to do, and then you throw them all out and do
something else.
Something else.
It's I've got multiple sets in my mind, and then I just throw one out and just do another one, and I try to have a through line through it, so that it's makes a narrative a cohesive sense, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, and you're pretty word perfect. You don't have a lot of ums and ums and ahs. You don't
Yeah, because you edited them all out last week.
No, but when you're on stage, you're pretty well structured. I find when I'm editing my own comedy, I have to take out all of my pauses and ums and tighten it up and make it a bit more palatable.
Yeah.
Because when people are online, they don't really want to hear a guy going yeah, so anyway, and that's kind of what I do. I have to try and train myself out of it.
Yep.
I tend to and ah a lot.
Speaking of.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Oh fuck! Now I'm doing it. How do I stop this? Jimmy.
Sorry.
I can't stop it.
It's alright, we'll let it.
We can take it out. Yeah, it'll be fine. Anyway.
Sorry.
I can't do it. I'm not even doing it on purpose. Anyway, speaking of not being able to pick my words well,
Yep.
last week I made a mistake, and so this week I have to correct it.
What was
I said Mel Brooks did a sketch with Carl Reiner, and I called it The 1,000-Year-Old Man, which it isn't. It's the 2,000-year-old man.
Yep.
So I shaved off 1,000 years, and I apologize.
I'm sure he forgives you for making him a little younger.
Yeah, hopefully.
He turned 100 a couple of days ago, actually.
He did, yeah. At the point of recording this, we're recording these a bit earlier than releasing. Yeah, Mel Brooks turned 100. God bless him. Yeah, amazing.
Maybe, hopefully, till like the Jews have a saying, to 120.
Yeah.
But hopefully he lives a lot longer than that.
Yeah, exactly. Fingers crossed. Yeah, he's a good guy. I've been watching a lot of clips. I watched Blazing Saddles like a few weeks ago.
It's not a lot of people's favorite, but I really, really enjoyed the one where he was with Leslie Nielsen and Dracula, dead and loving it.
I actually haven't seen it.
Wow, you're missing out. It is brilliant, but I got a weird sense of humor sometimes. Like, every time I go to a movie, I don't check, like, what the review is about. I just check how many stars it gets. And if it's, like, 1 or 2 stars, about 90% of the time, I know I'm gonna love it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a movie lover, not a movie critic. So.
Yeah, I think comedy is very hard to lock down. People's tastes...
Well, I mean, COVID helped.
But yeah, people's tastes are very varied. Like, if I do have a bizarre sense of humor,
Yep.
which apparently I do.
We both do.
Yeah, then I think most of the movies I enjoy are bizarre comedies.
Did you see Silent Movie?
That's a very visual one as well.
Oh, right, yeah.
So I don't think
sorry.
I've seen that one. I've seen History of the World Part
1 and 2?
1 and the Sketch Show Part 2.
Yeah, the TV series.
Really
yeah.
good.
That was brilliant.
I've seen a handful of Mel Brooks movies, but I want to see more for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen The Producers.
Both the old one and the new one?
Yeah. I saw The Producers on stage when I was young as well.
Same here. That musical got me to enjoy musicals. Before that, I hated musicals with a passion, but I bought a ticket to see The Producers, and I loved it so much I bought another ticket, and after that I was hooked. I've been going to musicals ever since. Some musicals I don't really enjoy, but I give them a go now, unlike before. Like, for example, the last musical you and I went to, Waitress. It's been getting like rave reviews. It's been like it said it's based on this really popular Broadway adaptation or something. But to me, it just felt like it went nowhere, or it
it's
like
not
petered out.
It's not my favorite story. At the time of recording this, Waitress has actually been closed.
Oh,
so
already.
Yeah, so it's not going to tour, which is sad, I think.
At least it got to Melbourne, unlike the other show that I really wanted to see, but they cancelled the Melbourne tour.
Back to the Future?
Yeah, Back to the Future the musical. I was so pumped to get tickets. And then, nope, sorry, it's getting cancelled.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Waitress started in Melbourne, but it was going to go to Sydney after it, and then it got cancelled.
Because Melbourne wasn't getting good enough.
Yeah, it's very hard to get people to buy tickets to shows early enough to finance the whole run.
Yeah.
And Back to the Future closed. Beetlejuice isn't going ahead.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. Beetlejuice was brilliant. That one in Hadestown, two that I saw originally on Broadway. When Mum and I went to New York, I saw Hadestown and Beetlejuice, and I loved them so much. When they came to Melbourne, I bought tickets to see them here.
Yeah, Beetlejuice was supposed to tour. So, like, our industry is a little bit shit. Our industry, like, has a lot of problems, is what I'm trying to say.
That's unfortunately the case everywhere these days.
Yeah, cost of living crisis. No one wants to buy tickets to things early, and people want discounts, or people don't want to go out. It's a shame.
I wonder how the hell cemeteries, like, they use that excuse too. Because it now costs so much more to bury people, and yet they call it the cost of living crisis? What the hell?
So you're saying it's the cost of dying crisis
Exactly.
as well? Yeah, I guess we all have it tough.
Yeah.
The dead, the living, the zombies. Yeah.
And you know what happens if you can't afford your own like cemetery place, don't you?
What?
You lose the plot.
That's true.
Well, last week you surprised me, so let me ask you. What's the big idea?
What's the big idea? I came up with something which was like ads in between sketches. So say you and I are on stage, we're doing sketches, and then in between we can put in these little ads for fake products.
Okay.
So one of the ads could be about Moyle, service, like for circumcisions.
Yep.
Like, come to Shmuley's Moil Company. We'll take a little bit off the top, and like, you know,
come to Shmuley's Moil Company. We promise it won't be long.
yeah, exactly. Well, like, I had a whole riff of them. This is what we're talking about with like writing things down, because we had them word perfect, and I went to bed and I forgot it. But yeah, so I think that's something that we could write together.
Cool.
Like we could do one on like
or
moils.
the Jewish nose straightener.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, or like just like bagel companies, or yeah, if we were to go down the Jewish route of our show and call it Cut Gems, and it'd be like a show about us being two Jewish comedians in Melbourne, then we could in between scenes have these little ads. So that's kind of my big idea.
Now, when you say too Jewish, do you mean the number 2 or too Jewish?
I don't think you can ever be too Jewish, but if you can be, I think you'd be it. You're very Jewish, so that's my big idea. Jimmy, what's your big idea?
Well, actually, I had absolutely no clue, so I figured I'd surprise you with that question, but let me think about it for a while. I was thinking the way we should structure our show is we should have you doing some sketches, and then like second quarter will be me doing pure stand-up, or you doing pure stand-up and me doing pure stand-up, and then the third part of our show should be both of us coming up with sketches.
Yeah, I think you and I could either be on stage doing like a drama sort of scene, like a written scene.
Yep.
Where like we're playing characters.
Okay.
Or having us doing our own stand-up bit at the start is probably good.
Yeah.
So say we open the show with each of us doing like a 5-minute set.
Yep.
And then from there we do like sketches together or something.
All right.
Although, yeah, instead of stand-up we could just like...
Sit down.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I think we should definitely do some stand-up. We should do some sketch and some narrative, maybe.
Yeah. You know, when I was younger, I didn't know what sketch comedy meant, and I thought I'd hate to do that because I am bad at drawing.
So maybe you could do a sketch of an audience member?
Oh, hell no.
You don't think you're a good drawer?
Let me put it this way. You would draw better than me, and you're blind.
Jimmy, I'm not a bad drawer. I'm not good at true to life sketching, but I can do like a face and eyes and etc.
Which is better than me.
Yes.
I can do stick figures and that's about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe we should have like a drawing competition like on our show. Like you and I have to draw the audience or something and compete. Maybe that's something.
Huh.
So that's a few big ideas.
Yeah, we'll think about it.
Yeah. So there's a few big ideas there. My one was ads. Your one was structure. I think we've got some good stuff going there.
Got some good big ideas.
Yeah. What's the big idea? So I was thinking of doing a new segment.
Yeah.
Because I don't know about you, but writing comedy, I tend to have a lot of time where I don't. I have a lot of like
Same here.
downtime where I just waste time.
Same here.
And I think a lot of being a comedian is just wasting time until you have to do something, in which case the last minute you'll do it.
So kind of like VCE exams.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you cram the night before, which is why I didn't do too well on my HSC. But here we are. I do it a lot where I'll just watch things and I'll procrastinate. And so this segment is called My Week in Procrastination. So Jimmy, what have you done this week in your pursuit of nothing?
I like to watch The Rookie. Like, I've started watching The Rookie like, from the very beginning because I'd never seen it before, and now there's 8 seasons or 9 seasons now. So.
What is The Rookie?
So it's about this guy who's decided on a whim after stopping a bank robbery that he wants to become a police officer. So he joins the force and he ends up being the oldest rookie in the history. It's very good. Like, there's a lot of heart-wrenching scenes in it. It's very action-packed, but there are some scenes that are just so funny. One of the scenes, I laughed so hard I ended up waking Mum up because I was watching it at like 3 a.m. and I just couldn't stop laughing. And she was like, what the hell are you doing? Go to sleep.
So that's your way of wasting time?
Yep, watching TV, binging crap.
How many episodes a night do you watch?
I think about 4 or 5 or sometimes 6 episodes a night, but sometimes it can go 4 episodes of one thing, 2 or 3 episodes of another, then next day it's another. It's like, because of my ADHD, sometimes I find it hard to focus on one thing.
With streaming, it's so easy just to pick a show, watch it all, like just spend a weekend watching it.
Oh yeah.
I did that a few weeks ago with a show called Off Campus. It's like Heated Rivalry only for straight people. So it's ice hockey and it's university sexual tension, will they won't they sort of show. Big waste of time. Yeah. I watched all of it in one weekend. It didn't really leave me with much other than like they're young hot. Yeah, with a headache. They're young, hot people, and will they or won't they bang? And it's going to go on for like another series, and it's on Amazon, and I wasted a lot of time with it. I find when you watch shows back to back, you sort of lose some things in that, like, you don't have the time to digest a show. If you binging, then you lose that chance to kind of think about things a little bit, to sleep on it.
But the way every episode ends, it's like you have to binge it because you need to know what's going to happen next.
Yeah, you want to keep going with it. Our mutual friend Alec Fry, shout out to Alec Fry. He's a good guy. Yeah, Snape Comedy is his Instagram. He dresses up as Snape and he's a good guy. He's really funny. He was telling me that when he watches shows with his daughter, they finish an episode and then watch the first 10 minutes of the next episode to avoid the cliffhangers. So like...
Good idea.
Yeah. So, but I think that cliffhangers are part of
the fun.
The suspense of a show. And I feel like if you skip the cliffhanger and just watch the next 15 minutes, then you'll lose something.
But the problem is when a show ends on a cliffhanger and then it gets cancelled.
Yeah. Shows that get cancelled when they've got stories in the air, like, are always distressing, I think. Because you want that closure. So do you want to ask me about my weekend procrastination?
Yeah. What was your... Sorry, I thought I did already, but what was your weekend procrastination?
So last night, actually, I watched Motown 25, which is a special that they did on NBC, where it's like yesterday, today, and forever. It's like the Motown old artists got back together to perform a concert, variety TV special in the early 1980s. And
what the hell is Motown?
You don't know Motown?
No, it makes me think Motor City, like Detroit or something.
Yeah, exactly. So it originated in Detroit, and it's a lot of black musicians. Their songs were pioneered by this Motown machine. They would write the songs, find the artists, press the records, promote the songs. So a lot of black music from the early days originated at Motown. The Jackson 5 started in Motown. Diana Ross, Stevie Wonder, Marvin Gaye. Yeah, like big names.
Did you see Stevie Wonder's piano, by the way?
No.
Yeah, neither is he.
Jimmy. I'd seen, obviously, the Michael Jackson clips because that's where he did the first moonwalk.
Yeah.
So he premieres the moonwalk on Motown 25.
Oh, wow.
Steals the show. Everyone, like, raves about it the next day. Everyone forgets everything else that happened, like in Motown 25. And so I thought, I'll watch the whole thing. It's 2 hours. It's all the Motown celebrities getting back together and performing.
We could probably do our own version, but not Motown, obviously, but like Comedy 25.
We have to be in it for 25 years first.
Yeah, but we could pretend.
Yeah, exactly. I think we could just like grey our hair and like wear like...
Blackface? No,
not blackface. We could wear like aged makeup so we look really old.
Yep.
And be like, I remember 25 years ago when I was doing comedy in the St. Kilda cellars.
Well, lucky you. I have no memory from that. Yes, it's all the marijuana I did.
It's probably for the best. Those are pretty grim memories. actually.
That's for sure.
No offense to the Sickle Cellars. So I watched it last night, and the two things that made me laugh about it were there's a segment with Adam Ant, who's this British avant-garde singer, and like he's doing all these weird moves and like dancing around, and then but he's singing a Diana Ross song, and Diana Ross comes on stage and like gyrates with him. I was watching a documentary. They were saying like I was gonna crash tackle Diana Ross because she was interrupting Adam Ant, and like Adam Ant is like surprised by it, and then he starts like dancing with her, and then she like leaves the stage. So that was funny. And the other thing that I found funny about it, so it's hosted by Richard Pryor.
I love him. He was hilarious in Superman 3, and what if probably a movie that you'd love, Hear No Evil, See No Evil.
I actually haven't seen that. But
did you hear about it?
Yeah, I have heard about it, yeah. So Richard Pryor goes, and now here is Lionel Richie singing a song for the poster child of Sickle Cell Anaemia. Because we're trying to raise money for Sickle Cell Anaemia. So they throw this tape package of Lionel Richie sitting next to this girl who is smiling, but she looks really uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. And Lionel Richie is like, so are you married? and she's like, no. And then he's like, so do you like music? And she's like, no. And he's like, can I sing you a song? And she's like, no. Yeah, like Lionel, she said no. No means no, Lionel. Yeah. So she's sitting there beside his piano. Before he starts to play, he's like, sit on the edge of the stool and so that I can see while I sing. So she sits on the edge of the stool, and then Lionel Richie starts playing his song, and it cuts to her, after saying, no, I don't want to hear your fucking song. I don't want to hear your song. She looks like really haunted, but she's like trying to grin through it. And Lionel Richie,
kind of like a lot of your audience when you go full on cringe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's my target demographic. And like Lionel Richie's like, and I love you, and I feel like this little girl probably would have preferred Sickle Cell Anaemia to listening to this guy singing. Like she's like praying for grim death, I imagine. No, it's very sweet, but it's also a little bit hostage video.
Yeah. Like
they're holding a gun to her head and saying like smile while Lionel Richie sings, or the Sickle Cell Anaemia girl gets it. like poor thing. Like she's a really sweet little girl. It's a sweet segment, but it just looks a little bit uncomfortable. Yeah. And the fact that she said she doesn't want to hear the song and he insists on still playing it, I think is very funny. I'll post a clip of it on Instagram. You can look at it, and
cool.
Yeah, it's good fun. So that was my week in procrastination in one night. It's probably time to wrap this up.
Yep.
So we've had some big ideas. We've talked about wasting time. We've wasted some time. And we've coined a new theme song. So I think we're going well. I think this is a good episode 2.
Yeah.
I'm quite happy with that.
Me too.
Let's end on a Jimmy's joke.
Actually, I had a blind date the other day, and my friend said, look, just to let you know, she's expecting a baby. So I was like, no problem. Boy, did I feel so embarrassed when she turned up and looked at me while I was in a diaper and a pacifier. I guess that's not what he meant.
Fair enough. I think that's a good show.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
That was Show in Progress with me, Jeremy Moses.
And me, Jimmy Bilenko.
Follow us on Instagram for show updates and videos. I'm at Variety Garage AU.
And I'm at Jimmy Bilenko. Stay tuned for more episodes wherever you get your podcasts.